position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so
breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
This offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the right. Holds it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. He wants to take the top off. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Running to the left. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Wormley. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own no. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run it in. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for us.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Gets it out fast. Into the house. Touchdown, Washington. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. With the catch, it's Miller. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. The short hands, it's Miller. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They try to go draw, but it's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They're working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, wasn't just 4th and short. Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw again. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pumps it downfield. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The short hands, it's Wormley. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams looking for a man. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
On the ground, it's Wormley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush.
And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stumps him behind the line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the stick.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a third and long situation.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down is coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Williams will pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Makes the catch. It's Wormley.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll try the right side. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Harris. Bounced off his feet.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Williams looking for a man. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to move the the change. They throw it complete to the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Dances away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Motion from the back. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first to keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And they'll knock him down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Looking to throw for it. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On the ground, it's Wormley. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's got it and still on his feet.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Past the 20.